Last night at dinner, my 19-year-old daughter, Riley, leaned back in her chair, tilted her head slightly, and dropped a line that cut straight through me, her smirk sharp enough to slice steel. At least Mom didn't cheat on her new husband like she did on you. For a moment, the room fell into eerie silence. Even the dog froze, tongue mid-lick. I sat there, fork suspended halfway to my mouth, feeling a cold, hollow pit open in my chest. I'm Eric, 46, divorced. My ex-wife, Lena, 45, walked out on me 2 years ago after falling for some slick-talking guy she met at a pricey yoga retreat. She took half my savings, shredded my self-esteem, and left like it was just another mundane Tuesday errand. By then, Riley was in college, old enough to choose a side. And guess whose side she picked? Still, I kept things civil for her sake. I covered her dorm fees, bought her a car, gave her a monthly allowance. I didn't blink when she spent thousands on spring break or splurged on designer bags. Because that's what dads do, right? Even when their own daughter is a little too entitled. Even when the woman who tore your heart out still gets birthday flowers from the daughter you raised. So there we were, me, Riley, her boyfriend Mark, a smug finance bro I never trusted, all seated at my dinner table. I grilled steaks, opened a good bottle of Cabernet, hoping maybe, just maybe, we could have a normal dinner together. That's when she dropped that grenade. Right after raving about how Mom's new husband, Frank, was such a stand-up guy. Like Lena didn't blow our family to pieces. Like her affair wasn't the exact reason everything fell apart. I didn't say a word. I just pushed my plate away and quietly began clearing the table. Riley giggled with Mark, clearly thrilled she'd gotten under my skin. I poured myself a double bourbon and walked out to the back patio. Sat alone while laughter echoed through the house, cutting deeper than I'd ever admit. That night, I lay in bed, the moment replaying over and over in my mind, her expression, that smug tone, the ease with which she said it. At least Mom didn't cheat on her new husband like she did on you. As if I were just a joke. A punchline to impress Mark. Maybe she really was more like her mother than I ever wanted to admit. And that's when it hit me. I had been funding her entire lifestyle. Every card swipe, every rent check, every overpriced Amazon delivery. And for what? So she could keep twisting the knife? I climbed out of bed, opened my laptop, logged into our shared bank account, and froze her cards. I called her college landlord, told him her lease wouldn't be renewed. Drafted an email to her school's finance office. No more tuition payments after the semester. It felt oddly peaceful. Like pulling out a splinter that had been festering for years. By morning, my phone had exploded, 20 missed calls, endless texts. Riley. Dad, WTF. My card just got declined. Riley. Why are you doing this? Riley. Call me. This isn't funny. I didn't respond. Just poured my coffee and sat on the porch, watching the sunrise. For the first time in years, I felt something close to calm. That evening, the front door shook from furious knocking. I opened it to find Lena, hair wild, face red, eyes blazing. How dare you do this to Riley? She's your daughter. I leaned against the doorframe and let her scream. For once, I wasn't the one begging. I wasn't on my knees. And I sure as hell wasn't done yet. She's your daughter, Eric, she yelled again. What kind of father does this? I folded my arms. The kind who got tired of paying to be disrespected in his own house. Her mouth opened in shock, like I'd slapped her. I almost saw guilt flicker across her face, then it vanished, replaced with the same cold contempt I remembered from our marriage. She's 19. You're ruining her future just to nurse your bruised ego. I almost laughed. You ruined this family the second you climbed into bed with Frank. I'm just done paying for the fallout. She shoved past me, stormed into the living room, already calling Riley on speaker. Honey, it's okay. I'm with your father. We're going to fix this. I sat down on the couch, legs crossed, completely calm. There's nothing to fix, I said. She can get a job. Apply for student loans. Learn how to stand on her own 2 feet. Riley through the phone, Dad, please. My rent's due next week. My car needs repairs. What am I supposed to do? Figure it out. I said, voice flat. Like I had to after your mother gutted my savings. Like adults do. Lena pulled the phone away, hissing, "What the hell is wrong with you?" Riley was up all night crying. I stared at her. Something old and hard rose in me. Good. Maybe it'll build some character. Her hand flew to her mouth, horrified. Then her eyes narrowed. Frank was right. You've always been a bitter, small man. I sighed. Yeah? At least I didn't cheat on my spouse and raise a kid who treats loyalty like a joke. For a second, I thought she'd slap me. Instead, she grabbed her purse, stormed out, slamming the door so hard a picture rattled off the wall. When the house finally quieted, I just sat in it, let the silence settle. It was heavy, but it felt like I was finally shrugging off decades of being the nice guy. The doormat, the walking wallet. Later that day, I looked through Riley's expenses, thousands spent on designer clothes, luxury hotels, massive bar tabs. Meanwhile, I was expected to be grateful if she visited for dinner. No more. That afternoon, Mark, Riley's smug boyfriend, showed up at my door. Hey man, we need to talk. Riley's freaking out. You're being seriously unreasonable. I nearly laughed. What are you, her financial advisor? Tell her to pawn one of those Gucci bags. He puffed up, ready to lecture me. With all due respect. No, I cut in. With zero respect, get off my porch. His face turned beet red. You're destroying your relationship with your daughter. I shrugged. If her love only lasts as long as my money does, it wasn't worth much to begin with. He stormed back to his BMW. I watched him drive off without an ounce of regret. That night, Riley sent one last text. I hate you. You're dead to me. It stung. Of course it did. But I set the phone down and realized something big. I didn't owe her endless financial support, especially not at the cost of my self-respect. Maybe one day she'd understand. Maybe she wouldn't. But I was done being everyone's ATM. And for the first time in years, I actually slept through the night.